Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing my everyday makeup routine. I personally don't wear makeup that often. I just wear it whenever I'm running errands or hanging out with friends. This is the look that I normally go to. It has evolved and changed over time, and it will again because I'm always changing what I'm going to be doing and the products that I'm using. But in this video, I am using a couple of new products that you may not have seen. And maybe you have, I don't really know. Any of the T3 products that you see in this video have been sent to me for free. I'm not getting paid for this video. I'm not getting sponsored or anything like that. They just send them to me and I enjoy the products and I like the brand, so therefore I'm using them. But I just want to be open and honest. So I hope you guys like this look. I hope you like the video, and let's get started. So the very first thing that I like to do when I'm doing my makeup is my eyebrows. I just like having a nice frame to my face so that I know where everything else is going to go. You can do anything in any order that you want, whatever is the most comfortable for you. So when I was in the bathroom putting on my moisturizer and stuff like that, I ran a bar of soap through my brows with a mascara wand. There are so many videos on how to do that and stuff like that, but it pretty much just puts them in place, makes them look fuller and more spiky like this. And then now that they're dried, I'm gonna go in with my brow pencil. The one that I'm using is the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit. And I'm just lightly running this through the brows, doing upward little stroke motions, and I'm holding it really far back on the pencil. If I hold closer up like this, it goes on really harsh and I don't really want that. I really need definition here on the outer part of the brow. That's where it's more sparse. It's really short. I do like to extend this probably a little further than a normal person would, honestly, but I like the way it looks on my face. So I am just doing the line here, extending it about here, and then defining the arch and connecting it. And then you can go in with your spoolie and brush them upwards. My face is a little bit lighter than my neck right now because I self-tanned, and I haven't been self-tanning my face. So I am going to go in and conceal. I'm going to use the Born This Way concealer in light medium. What I'm going to do is just spot conceal. So I have some discoloration over here, and I'm just going to dot those areas. I'm going to dot over here and here. Chin, just a little bit on the forehead, not very much. And then I'm also going to conceal under the eyes, using the pointy end underneath my eyes. Okay, so now for foundation, I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Original Foundation. I'm just mixing them here in the cap. And you want to mix it until the product completely disappears, almost like you're mixing nothing. And you don't want to be able to see the powder on the brush. If you do, that's too much product and you probably put too much in here. So right now it looks like I have a clean brush, like there's nothing on it. That's what you want. Now I'm just tapping off the excess, and I'm going to do buffing motions all over the face. Once you feel like nothing more is coming off, keep buffing, because the more you buff, the better. I'm going to use the bronzer from the Film Star Bronze Palette from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm using this blush brush from Real Techniques. I'm just putting it almost everywhere, but mainly in the like contour areas, but I'm not contouring at all. I'm just kind of diffusing it all over that area. I'm going to go right into that highlight shade from that Film Star Bronze Palette and highlight my face. Do the nose. I don't always use blush. On days that I don't, I just put on more bronzer on my cheeks and call it a day. I'm gonna go in with Exposed today. This is probably my most used blush, and almost kind of dust it into that highlight that's there so that it kind of fades really nicely. Whatever's left over on my brush, I just kind of touch the top of my forehead, my nose, and my chin. I don't know why. I just like doing that. Okay, for the eyes, I usually would use Painterly Paint Pot, and sometimes I don't even use a primer. If I'm running late, I just kind of skip it. But today, I'm gonna go in with the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base because it's a little bit more clear. It still lets the color kind of peek through a little bit. You don't need too much, just a little bit. And I just go in with my finger and blend it in. It's a really nice primer. I haven't used it in a really long time. for like dramatic makeup looks, but I love it for like these everyday ones just because, as you can see, like it's just sheer. It doesn't like completely cover up the eyelid like Painterly would. And now I'm not going to use any eyeshadows for this look. I'm just going to use that Film Star Bronze palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to use the bronzer and the highlighter in here. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, go into that bronzer shade, and then just buff that into the crease very lightly and do little circular motions. Once I've got that in there, I'm going to go in with a little bit more and concentrate the color mainly on the outer corner. It'll look like a deeper shade just because you're putting on more product. All right, now I'm going to go into that highlight shade here. You can use your fingers for this, but right now it's a little difficult. So I'm just going to take a brush and put it right on the eyelid. Just kind of sloppily putting it on. It really doesn't even matter. I'm going to take a more defined brush and grab the bronzer and bring it underneath on the bottom lash line all the way in. I'm going to go in with this eyeliner from Ardency Inn. It's the Brown Monster liner. I'm going to line that upper waterline and kind of smudge it into the lashes. My eyes tear every single time I do this, but I love the way it looks because it still looks really natural. So we'll see how this goes. And then grab one of these brushes and just kind of buff it out. So this is what it looks like with that smudged eyeliner. You can just skip that. You can just do this in mascara. Up to you, but if you have time to do that little extra step, that is something that I love doing because it looks like you like really tried hard, but you didn't. You just slapped it on and smudged it out. And I think it really like opens up the eyes and makes them look more awake and it just looks like you tried. You can also take this and very lightly carry it down on the bottom lash line just a touch. I'm just kind of wiggling it right where the product is. So for my eyelashes, if I have time, I will use these two products. This is the Dior Show Maximizer. It's the Lash Plumping Serum. I'll use this underneath the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and these two together will make your lashes look huge. I'm gonna go in with the primer first and coat the lashes real good. While they're still wet, I'm going in with the mascara and coating right over that. For my lips, I'm going to go in with the NYX lip liner in Nude Pink. I'm going to use the Creator lipstick from Hourglass. It honestly just feels like a lip balm, but it has a nice color payoff. And then sometimes I add a gloss. I've been switching between these two. This is Peachsicle and this is Papa Don't Peach. They're both from Too Faced from the Sweet Peach collection. So I'm gonna put one on now. So moving on to the hair portion of this video. These are some products that I used while my hair was still wet. This is the Aveda Damage Remedy and the Hot Toddy Heat Protectant from Dry Bar. I let my hair air dry while it was in that clip, and then I let it down, and I go in with the T3 Featherweight Luxe hair dryer just to dry any of the areas that are still damp or never fully dried. And then I section my hair and I use this heat protectant from Paul Mitchell. It's called Hot Off the Press, and I like to spray my hair in sections with this so that I make sure that every single piece is protected. The flat iron that I'm using is the T3 Single Pass Luxe, and it's pretty self-explanatory. I just straighten my hair in each section. I do make sure that this is on like the lowest setting or the second to the lowest setting because these things get freaking hot. I also have some of their curling irons, and yeah, they're really hot, so I make sure it's on the lowest setting, and I continue these steps throughout the rest of the hair. Once my hair is completely straightened and styled, I'll go in with my Moroccan Oil hair oil. This is my favorite hair oil. It's seriously the best, but it is very thick, so I make sure I don't bring it up too high. I just keep it down low on the ends and any place I have any broken hairs. And yeah, that's how I style my hair. So that's everything for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup and hair tutorial. It was kind of fun to include both of them in one. I do want to say, because I get a little bit more oily and that Bare Minerals Original Foundation is a little bit dewy throughout the day, I do keep the Charlotte Tilbury powder in my purse with a brush so that I can touch up throughout the day. It makes me matte and it doesn't make me cakey at all. But yeah, I really hope that you guys like this video. I enjoyed doing both makeup and hair in one video. I just think that's sort of fun. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know, and please subscribe so you don't miss out. So everything will be linked down below in case you're curious, and that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.